Is that?
Well, hello yourself, gorgeous. I'm calling it bowling alley that everyone forgot about, and now it's a barbershop. One of the other guys found a tie that matches. We're going to wear him to the next board meeting. What do you think?
Somehow it works. The purple really pops. Were you waiting long?
I would normally say, of course not. But I got here a bit earlier than usual. Managed to have just enough time to pet the best dog you've ever seen in your life.
Green Bean was here. The husky mix.
The one and only. I even remember the treats this time.
And now you're best friends?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I chose today, of all days, to be responsible. I knew better.
I'm a likable guy.
Somehow, inherent charisma doesn't usually work on the four-legged variety. I'm so jealous. What made you leave so early? It's barely noon.
I was just looking forward to seeing you. I missed you.
I missed you too, Reg. But I know that tone. Is everything okay?
That depends. Do you want to talk shop or just enjoy lunch?
We're in this together. Food will wait. We still have to walk there.
I've been going back over the schematics for the facility, and the margin of error is worse and worse every time I blink. I have 3 guys working on it right now, but I don't know how much we're going to be able to close that gap. I'm starting to wonder if it's really doable.
I'm sure your team will figure it out.
We don't have much of a choice. The hypotheticals worked fine, but those CAD drawings are giving me such a migraine. If I never see a hallway again, it'll be too soon.
Let's keep walking. That always seems to help.
The key issue is somehow managing the resets we were discussing before while disguising entry points and exits. Minimizing external inputs means we're cutting out things like windows, and pretty much everything needs to recirculate. Air, water, you name it. It's self-sustaining in a way I've never touched before.
What are we looking at if it has you this worried?
The 10% we were initially considering doesn't just look... Hold on, how did you write it for the proposal?
Ridiculously optimistic?
Yeah, it's not just ridiculously optimistic. It's practically impossible. They're wanting to wire in everything for their hardware, but it pulls on the power supply for the rest of what we need. Air quality, for example. When I brought up my concerns about their program being included physically like that, they said I should look into options to redo the resets manually.
You mean X? That thing that's meant to monitor us. But that defeats the purpose of the experiment. Might as well toss us in a regular lab and go from there. It's not meant for seeing how we interact with their program.
That's what I'm saying. Violet and I argued about it. She was saying I should add it in as an option to at least make the money happy. Sounds like she's worried about how far the grant will actually get us.
Did you try talking to James about it?
He and Nora are still at that conference. I don't want to pull them into it unless it gets down to the wire. I'm looking forward to having a proper meal, though. Have you guessed where we're going?
You kept me distracted.
I would never keep talking about work while I carefully guide you to your favorite restaurant.
Am I helping you play hooky right now, or are you distracting me again with the promise of breadsticks?
They've got garlic butter.
How did you know I wanted to go here?
Other than it's always where you want to go? Well, you have been talking about breadsticks and soup for 2 days.
I'm not subtle.
And I'd never ask you to be. Spaghetti?
What?
Do you think X understands regular spaghetti? You okay? You look a little pale. We don't have to try getting pasta.
I'm not okay. Sorry, I was somewhere else. My head hurts.
What kind of memory was it? You don't get them all that often.
I remember birds. Just the sound of them. I never realized how quiet it is in here. Even when X is playing some kind of background music, it's a little unsettling.
We don't have to make this a date for. If it's too painful and you want to focus on something else, we can do that too. Not like either of us are going anywhere.
No, I'm really glad we're doing this. Really. I haven't had much that triggers anything like the rest of you. I don't know why it would happen now.
Maybe it was the abrupt jazz alarm X decided to try out earlier.
That definitely didn't help. Do you think they're trying to set time for us? I feel like the food options have been showing up more regularly.
Like a routine?
I'm not sure. It feels like X is trying to do something, but I can't figure out what it is.
The others are working on it. Probably. I think a few of the changes I've made with some of the circuitry I've found has made X work around them.
What do you mean?
Well, previously the comm system set up in this place was largely controlled by X. We asked them to connect us, and as long as the connection was physically available, they did. We had to rely on them for that.
Uh-huh.
So, by removing and reusing some of the extra comms we found in the common areas, I was able to bypass X completely. Old houses sometimes had intercom systems like we're using now. One central power supply, non-private, wired lines. X can't turn them off since X doesn't have control over that.
How do you remember that?
Remember what?
About the houses. How do you know old houses had intercoms, or how they worked?
Same way you remember how to draw, I guess. I just know it.
Like reading, or cooking.
Or I'm a genius, and this entire thing is designed to confound me.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Do you think the rewiring hurts X at all?
Well, no. X is just a program. Nothing we do hurts them. We just disrupt their programming. Unless those comm systems are meant for something other than just us being able to talk between rooms, of course. Then we might be in some trouble.
I wonder if that would trigger any clauses.
What was that?
We depend on X a lot, don't we? What if it's designed that way?
The facility?
No, the experiment. Are we supposed to be depending on them?
If we are, there's plenty of ways I haven't managed to outsmart the system. Are we still going to try the date, or do we need to talk shop first?
Of course we are. I'm just thinking out loud. It's easier to bounce ideas off of you than it is on my own.
I can't imagine I'm that helpful.
You have no idea. I used to talk to X for what must have been hours. Whenever I came up with an idea about something. Eventually, I was pretty good at asking around what they were actually permitted to give me.
I didn't think they could have loopholes.
It was like listening to an argument at first. But once the pattern made sense, then it became a lot easier.
So you think you might be outsmarting them?
Or you've done enough damage that I'm able to get around some of the stuff that's supposed to be programmed in. Maybe you broke a lock.
I figured it out. We dismantle the facility, and then...
Go on.
It's dramatic effect. I'm pausing to build suspense.
Should I get something to write this down?
Not yet. You need to be properly suspensed.
That isn't a word.
Well, no, I'm not going to tell you.
3.
Nope. You get to hear step 1, and then I'll tell you all about step 2 after we eat. How do we ask for specifically normal spaghetti in a way that doesn't get us spaghetti cereal?
I need 2 rigatoni, stat.
Your request has been accepted.
No, wait, X, I don't want that. Cancel the request.
Your request has been paused.
So probably similar to that, but not exactly.
How do we make sure it's not churro flavored?
That might not be the worst.
There you are. Sorry to interrupt, but we could really use your help, 3.
What's wrong?
2 and I were attempting to record some memories. Arranging a sort of timeline seems to be working okay, as long as we have notes to go off of. But X started saying there was an error preventing them from saving it to the system.
Is it audio?
They're hearing us just fine. It's something about actually recording and storing the data. We've tried 3 different commands and nothing is sticking.
4 and I are in the middle of something, Juan.
I know, and I'm sorry, but this is important. It's why we're here, right?
Can you just finish up later? I understand you're trying to stay on a schedule, but I'm trying to be romantic.
Not if this is a bigger issue. We didn't have any trouble last time we were in that room.
And you tried going to a different room?
3, please. It's going to take you just a few minutes. You're our guy for this stuff, and I don't understand the hardware. I don't even know if it is the hardware yet.
1,
It's okay. Go on.
Are you sure?
She's right, 3. We're all here for something. And if they're making progress, then we should make sure it's actually working.
See, 4's fine with taking a few extra minutes.
Okay. But drink some water, please. If you get another headache, we can cut it short. Do something else.
Cross my heart.
Wait, headache? What headache?
Nothing serious. I think I was having a breakthrough. I was remembering pasta? I don't know if I was eating it or going to get to eat it.
Baking bread was one of my first ones, so keep it up. The worse it gets, the closer you are.
Thanks for the advice.
All right, 1. What's the error X is talking about?
Something about insufficient input. They asked about changing the settings and gave a confirmation even though we didn't do anything. When we tried to record again, it was the same error, but X sounded a lot louder.
None of that makes sense.
You're telling me. Maybe 2 can explain it better. He tried giving other types of commands, like he was verbally changing settings, but nothing happened. He was still trying to find a way to get X to keep our notes when I went to find you.
It could be connected to forcing the unlock on that room. Maybe it was some kind of time delay and I put something in the circuit board. Okay. They know to just text me now. Sorry, they keep interrupting.
It's that shirt. I guess you were right. They can't keep away from the charismatic bowling alley vibes.
You don't think it's serious, do you?
They can spare you for an hour, Reg. You deserve a decent meal and a break. Honestly, that's something that has me pulling my hair out right now. How do you legally enforce a break when you don't know you're working?
Are we going to have to clock out when we're in there? Do astronauts clock out?
I know you want to go to space.
It would be so cool if we could build this in space.
But we aren't going to space.
Then can we revisit the swimming pool idea?
Somehow, I don't think so. You're trying to distract me.
Is it working?
Yes. But I might have just answered my own question. Thank you, sounding board.
Anytime. What did you answer?
We might have to know that we're participating in something. I've been trying to get the contract intact for people who have no idea what's going on. Might be easier if we do. And everything is outlined for us at the beginning. I'll talk to Nora and see what she thinks about giving ourselves a few basic informative clues so we don't panic.
How?
No idea.
Maybe I cut out too early.
Reg, you have to be able to step away from it for a little while. We're all taking this seriously. You just have to trust that someone else can handle it as well as you can.
You're right. You're right. I'll ignore it.
I'm not telling you to agree with me. We just made time to put stuff away for an hour or two and eat a meal at a table with forks. The kind of thing that's not wrapped in foil and 2 days old.
And it was a very good argument that you made for it.
The project is important, but it's only science. And just about our life's work, but you get what I'm saying.
You're important. We are important. The project is too, but it's not going anywhere.
Do you think I am?
No, of course not. If there's anything I know how we feel about each other. But once we're in there, we won't know up from down. Nora said the temporal lobe affects language comprehension as well as memory, right? Not knowing you will be hard enough. They can't give us a clear answer about how it'll all work, and I'm just not looking forward to not knowing who you are.
Are the side effects starting to worry you? More than when Violet brought them up the first time.
All of this is starting to worry me.
We can back out.
We've put years into development.
That's not a good reason to go through with it.
How are you feeling about everything?
Ooh. Everything is a pretty broad question.
Then, how are the contracts coming along?
Most of it is ironed out. We had a few amendments after talking to AccuBuild, and now I've got a few more things to add in for our own sake. Another week, and it should be locked in.
Already?
When you have 4 attorneys looking over your paperwork, it's either going to go really fast or absolutely nowhere.
And this is why you're bribing them with field trips?
This is why I'm encouraging them with one of those fun wine and paint nights. I'm going to try and get the Fresno Nightcrawlers hidden in the next room. I think it's supposed to be a sunset over a beach.
How many would that be so far?
I am sensing an elevated heart rate. 4. Are you suffering discomfort?
X, are you okay?
All systems are functional.
No, I meant... One mentioned you were having some problems. What's going on?
Would you like me to run a system diagnostic?
That's not necessary. Are you functional? Not the systems. You, as you are.
I apologize for my previous behavior. Due to external input, I was unable to complete the assignments as initially programmed. I am currently running on backup processes, although this may cause facility malfunctions. All systems are currently functional.
You're telling me things again, aren't you?
Thank you for your understanding, 4.
Why can't 1 and 2 record?
Error. Recording failed. Audio _REC_072 failed to initialize. Please check your microphone settings and try again.
Come on, I didn't even do anything.
What recording were we just attempting? Not 72.
X, are they unable to be recorded in that room?
I apologize for equipment malfunctions, 4. Thank you for understanding.
Sorry, 4. I'm almost finished.
No, X is telling you. You just have to listen. Shut the door.
What? For we can't get anything to work in that room. X clearly broke something, or is ignoring an error. 3 said everything is functional.
Have you had enough non-vegetarian meatloaf? When looking for new ways to enjoy old favorites, are you looking for new ways to hide lentils?
X? Are you talking to us?
That is the worst kind of catchy.
From the creators of Smooth Meatloaf comes a brand new treat to summon up the mouthfeels of nostalgia.
X.
Introducing Rough Meatloaves. Individual, prepackaged, and ready to serve without heating. These revolutionary brownie-shaped entrees are the next great accompaniment to any vegetarian or vegan diet.
No, that's gross. That sounds horrible.
How do we turn this off if they aren't listening?
I think they're covering for us. Please go in and shut the door.
Enjoy Rough Meatloaves today, tonight, and tomorrow.
What was that?
Did any of you get that, or was I the only one subjected to neat loaves?
For why do you think that wasn't just an error?
Think outside of the box, 1. What has X said their purpose was this entire time?
I don't remember.
To help us?
Basically. So what are they going to try to do?
Help us.
So if you're trying to create a log of something confidential, and you've been using X to create that confidential record, they're going to...
What's going on? I missed something.
X, please play back the most recent error.
Recording failed. Audio _REC_072 failed to initialize. Please check your microphone settings and try again.
Why didn't I think of asking that? X, are all the recent errors given to 1 and 2 a form of audio failing to initialize?
Correct. Core system functions remain stable. You are not in danger. Facility operations are within normal parameters. The most recent errors appear to affect audio recognition and initialization. Please check your microphone settings and try again later.
There are just issues picking up what we're saying?
That is correct. How else may I assist you, 3?
They're malfunctioning?
No, 5. 5? You don't look so good. Are you okay?
Yeah. Ugh. There has to be a way to get more funding. I'm not waiting for another 3 years.
Well, this is how the dice fell. We're done. We have to call it at some point.
You're really okay with that? With all the work you've put in?
Of course not. If we can't get things functional in a way where it's not actively killing us, then we don't really have a choice.
We're close. We're so close. The malfunctions aren't something we can fix over and over again without new equipment and new parts, and if we can just get more money, then we're set.
The data's already skewed. We keep having to do the manual resets. It might be better if we just start from scratch.
Please tell me you aren't considering calling it quits now.
The weekly resets are probably doing long-term damage, worse than we initially considered.
If the resets are the issue, we'll change them. X could stretch it out to 2 or monthly. Maybe we give them some kind of trigger. If blank, then blank.
It just isn't working. I'm still not sleeping well, and James has migraines for hours. Claire's looking over the original contract while we have the system offline to make sure we can get out of this without any kind of penalty.
They can't do that.
Violet, we have to. The tech we're using for memory suppression hasn't been used long-term like this. If anything, some pharmaceutical company is probably going to come sniffing around and want to see what side effects we're all experiencing within 6 months.
We had reps calling even before we got the grant, right?
Claire was fielding them left and right. We had half a dozen trying to throw money at us for everything from food supplements to sleep studies. Can you imagine what it would have been like if we had sponsors like that? Probably want to slap their logo all over the hallways.
Are the two of you set? Red says we have about an hour. Violet, are you okay?
Never better. I'll work on getting the reset ready.
Nora! Nothing yet. I'll have to check the next time you make it this far. We're fairly locked in. Having X go over it is a conflict of interest, apparently, so I'm reading over this a little blind.
If we make it this far.
Do you think we would have gotten out without Reg overriding the doors?
I don't even know if we would have known without X's warning. Facility failure is a pretty abrupt wake-up call.
One more time. How far did we get before everything was thrown out of whack?
Inconclusive. When there are this many system errors, there isn't any data to pull from. We've got a month, though, right?
I'll see if Reggie needs more help.
A month. Right. You ready to go back under?
Yep. See you on the other side. X, before the reset, I need to make an external call. It's not going to take long.
Are you certain?
Yes, X. Make sure the others aren't able to patch in. I should have done this from the beginning.
Understood.
Bye, great to hear from you. Did you solve, what was it you were trying to work out? Existential dread?
Yeah, just about. I'm glad I managed to get in touch with you. Listen, was that offer still on the table? We've had some updates.
Am I going to like them?
Probably. If you're still willing, we'd like to talk numbers.
If you mean it, the check's waiting. All we need is someone from your team to sign on the dotted line.
I can do that. There are a few things I want to add, though. I won't be participating like the others. We think the facility might run a little smoother with actual hands on deck.
4 for the price of 5? I don't know. The initial investors were interested in everyone's contribution.
I've thought that through. If you've got 20 minutes, I can lay everything out for you. Can we go over the broadcasting rights we talked about before?
Okay, Violet. Everything's in place. Can I get one last sound check?
Great, sounds good. Visuals? Looking good. Let's do one last look through the hallways, make sure all the rooms are still sealed. How do we test if X is properly online?
You tell them to run a system diagnostics. It'll back up any of the data it's already pulled and logged, and then do a sweep of its settings. It won't actually give us a diagnostic, but the programmers get one.
I can barely fix a paper jam. Okay, we're ready for Season 1, Episode 1. I've got the sponsor list right here. Emergency reset on standby?
Yep. Violet will give us a heads up whenever she has to force one, and we'll have enough time to run a few ads while she checks on the facility and makes repairs.
Let's see how long that lasts. All right, audio on room number 1. Oh, looks like she's waking up.
On one, which means there's probably others. From how the room is decorated, I doubt whoever is hosting this experiment is creative enough to use a number for a different reason.
I volunteered to do this, so I probably know what's going on. If it's my memory being affected, then I need to focus on remembering. See? My notes are fine. Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to Error 313 Season 2, Episode 4, Everyone's Contribution. Special thanks to our Kobe sponsors and cast and crew. Artemis Maia Sanders as the voice of X, Dani Gage as the voice of 1, B. New as the voice of 2, Frederic Powers as the voice of 3, Kelly at thekellhop as the voice of 4, Cin Lam as producer A, executive producer and associate writer Saff Casteel, Bunny Valentine as our co-producer and voice of 5, Adelle King, our lead writer, Eli King as our lore keeper and script editor, Jacob Guchi Yamaguchi as our lead audio engineer, Esty Hernandez and Rob Guthrie as our audio engineers, Eleanor Hill as our admin assistant, Aiden Chan as our soundtrack engineer, Matt Denkles as our soundtrack engineer and voice of producer B, Faiza Awao as our lead artist, and Daniel Brightabell as our website manager. Thanks so much for listening.